Hey guys, welcome back to Exploring Aotearoa. I'm Dan.
I'm Briar.
And this is...
Aaron.
Aaron!
Well, today we're talking about the Otari Wilton yellow/red trail. Now, the reason we had to do the red trail is because part of the yellow trail is currently closed, and I'll show that with a map. Cool. So, we started in the car park, and we moved our way through the information center, which you'll see when the kids go into the center and I follow them. We've got some nice footage there. And we go over a bridge, which overlooks a lot of the greenery just by the entrance, into where you can see that they have, what is it?
It's the plant conservation area.
Yeah, the plant conservation area. From there, we walk down toward the yellow track, going into the picnic area, which you'll see, and there's a barbecue, there's a map there, there's some toilet facilities. It's quite a nice area just to come and have a picnic if you want to.
Under the bridge there, sometimes there's an eel.
Yep.
Which is what I videoed.
Which you'll see us going across, and then we go up the yellow track towards the flax clearing. Now, we were going to do the yellow track itself, which goes up around and then hits the blue and the yellow track meet up. But we couldn't do that because there was a slide over there that has essentially closed that track, and it's been closed for a little while now. So we went right towards the flax clearing, around the red, up the top, all the way,
loop.
Yeah, the upper loop, all the way back down to the purple, and then we followed the purple back, essentially to the car park. And
Well, the picnic lawn, and then
the picnic
up through
lawn,
the garden again.
Up through the garden, through the information center, and then back home.
So there's lots of native birds that reside in these bushes. The kiriru like to sit around the garden area, so you will generally see them there. When you're walking in, you'll see me stop like twice to take photos. Across the bridge, they like to sit on that tree that's there, and then in the garden itself, quite a few times I've had them come and sit on the ground in front. This is why when you bring your dogs, it's incredibly important to keep them on leash. This is a native bird reserve, and these kiriru have been shown to be a bit dull. And we walked right up to it with the dogs, and it just stared and kept eating.
It was obviously in the tree. The dogs didn't actually go up to it.
No, but they were directly underneath.
Yeah, they were.
And it still was just like, oh, what's that? I just keep eating. And they have been known to be a bit thick. So they won't, like, they're not very fast.
In terms of during the walk itself, a lot of the people that work there don't actually recommend going up the trail that we did during winter. And I would say simply because it can get really muddy and really slippery. And it's really easy to fall over in a lot of spots. It's not necessarily steep, but there are bits where it can be quite muddy and slippery.
It was very steep going up. That first yellow bit, the flax clearing, once you hit the flax clearing, it's a lot easier after that. But getting up to that flax clearing is a lot of steps. It's a big climb, and it can be a bit difficult for the little ones and for anybody who's not entirely fit.
I think more the adults than the little ones. He had too much energy.
Well, we brought bribery this time for that specific reason, and I think without it he would have complained a lot more. But
so
I was gonna say, but there was a lot for him to like interact with and play with, so that it's like the streams and the bush itself is quite kid friendly in regards to that.
Yeah, it's quite.
You don't go off the trail.
Yeah. There's lots to hear and lots to see, and like we came across a couple of kaka.
Yeah.
And we
tuis as well.
And some tuis.
And I came across a silver eye in the video. You hear me go, bellbird, bellbird. It's not a bellbird, it's a silver eye.
Yeah.
I found that out later. My bad.
Now, just quickly in terms of rating the walk, and then we'll go into the history, and then we can get started with the video. But I just want to say that I'm gonna say the walk is probably a 3 or 4 in terms of difficulty. It does get a little bit muddy during winter, so it is a little bit harder to track through there. It can be a little bit tiring. There are plenty of places to stop and like look at nature and stuff like that, which is great, especially up the flax clearing. And then in terms of length, I'm gonna say it's probably like an hour and a half.
That's what they say here.
It says 40 minutes for each of the trails, but I'm gonna say it's probably an hour and a half because we didn't actually do the red trail and we didn't actually do the yellow trail. We did them together, so I'm gonna say it roughly took us an hour and a half with all the stops and stuff because it was just over 2 hours that we were there.
Well, I'd say without all the stops, if you were just going to do it, it'd be an hour. We did see a few runners there, and they probably did it in like 15 minutes.
Something like that, although that would be really tiring, especially with the mud and being on that.
So you can run it if you wanted to. I'm not wanting to. It's definitely a very like beautiful place, very wild, where you can just enjoy the scenery. So you go along, take your time to have a look at the wildlife. I mean, we saw quite a few massive spiders in the trees, which was awesome.
Yeah.
And then a lot of birds, and apparently the kaka, if you do just sit there for a while, they will come up to you and you can, you know, do your photos or just embrace the wildlife. Well, don't literally embrace it. Don't go up and try and hug a kaka.
Yeah, not with their beaks and claws.
Did you see how big those beaks were? Can you imagine?
Yeah. But they won't.
They will keep you socially distanced.
Why?
Because they'll be like.
He's busy painting by numbers currently.
No, I'm copying these.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's painting by numbers.
Yeah, painting by numbers.
So on Wednesday, I actually went by myself to try and take photos, and I saw a lot more kaka and tui in amongst the trees. Ignore the baby in the background. See, look, straight for the chips. We're watching you. The kaka also actually did land quite close to me and yell at me a few times, which you'll hear me say in the video. On Wednesday, not in the video.
Yeah.
That's when they yelled at me.
You say that they yelled at you in the video. Yeah, he yells at you.
So I say it in the video, but what I don't say is that Otari Wilton is the only botanic garden dedicated solely to the conservation of native plants in New Zealand. I don't say in New Zealand.
No, say Wellington.
No, I just said in general. I didn't even say a specific place.
Everywhere. In the whole world.
So this is it. So come to New Zealand. No, it's the only one in New Zealand.
Color, it's pretty pretty.
So this sanctuary is actually 100 hectares, so it's a massive sanctuary. So the area was originally used as a hunting place. This is where the name Otari comes from. It means place of snares. And then when the European settlers came along, they cut down a lot of the trees and burnt a lot of the bushes for farmland. But Joe Wilton, who was a farmer who bought some of the land in 1860, he actually dedicated 17 hectares of it to be a sanctuary in itself. Yeah, out of the 100 hectares, 17 of it was what was actually originally like cut off for preservation of the native plants and trees. And that part is called Wilton Bush, and I don't think we actually go through that. I think
No,
it's
that's
on the
over to the
right.
side, yeah.
Yeah.
We can see it on the map.
It actually became a reserve, the whole 100 hectares became a reserve in 1906, so it didn't remain farmland for long. So it was probably, as you said, it just didn't grow crops or anything. 1926 was when they started the Native Plant Museum, and that was Leonard Cochrane and J.G. Mackenzie.
Is that the centre that we see?
Yeah, so we see the Cochrane Centre that's up there.
Yeah.
But what we don't see is anything dedicated to Mackenzie, which is interesting.
The bird that Ryan took pictures of,
Kennedy.
which we'll put a picture of it up now.
Yeah.
Not the Kennedy, the silver
Oh, the silverite?
silverite is not native to
No,
New Zealand.
it's an Australian invasive species.
Yeah.
Not invasive,
Not invasive. No.
but it's an import.
Not like the mountain goats. Very invasive.
500
Wait.
likes!
Can you just like
500 likes! And we'll go on a guided trail!
you heard that? 500 likes and we'll go on a guided trail.
In the plant collection, there is 1,200 species of hybrids and cultivators. The Lyons Otari Plant Conservation Laboratory actually provides staff with facilities to conduct the essential research into the propagation and long-term storage of New Zealand's threatened plant life.
Perfect.
I did it!
High five.
Yeah!
That's going on camera. So I'm gonna start the walk now. Welcome to episode 2. I'm Dan.
I'm Brad.
And we're signing out.
And there's Aaron.
Yeah!
We'll see you out there.
Have fun.
Run! As fast as you can.
I feel like I've gone the wrong way. I think we were supposed to go that way.
Really?
Yeah. To the fernery. Yeah, because this is taking us to the Blue Trail. Back we go.
Up there, but I think that's closed,
Watch out, Dan. Yeah, it's the back way of the Yellow Trail. Ora! Sorry, she's very stubborn. Come on, this way. Up the stream last time, there's a lot more water. So I don't know if we'd be able to do it this time. Because it was quite dry. Or does not like getting tangled. No, up there. Aaron, you gotta get your shoes wet.
Yeah!
That's where we ended up last time, eh?
Yeah, up there.
They take you to the back trail where the collapse was.
Yes, and that's where we're walking to.
No,
Now this bit is a bit of a killer. Wait. I don't want you to start jumping and you reach the end of your leash. Okay, go. Oh, Jesus, Aura. Aaron, this way. We're going up the hill. Yeah.
Jump, Aaron, jump.
You get it on video. You can do it. You can be like, parkour.
Okay.
Parkour. Parkour.
Alright.
You have to be super careful with these because they're going to give you a massive burst of energy and you'll be like, phew! You have to wait till we get to the fernery for more lollies.
That drink gave me energy.
Woohoo!
Yay! Energy! Did you see that?
Yeah.
I don't know where it comes
He wants lollies. You want lollies. See? So if we went the other way that we started, then we would have ended up being stuck over there. Okay, let's go. There's lots of native birds here, and if you're quiet, you might hear them, and then you've got to follow your ears. Oh, I heard that. It was a little fantail.
And I heard one.
If you follow the noise.
I heard like a big monster.
Shh. No, because what happens is that the birds sit at the tippy top of the trees and they eat stuff up there, and it drops down to the ground, and what you think is rustling in the undergrowth is actually the birds dropping stuff from up the top.
No, I just
That was probably a kaka then, because that was yelling at me last time.
it doesn't sound like that. Puppies don't sound like that. Puppies don't sound like that.
They can.
And they get angry.
Riley, can you see the birdies? Where's the birdies? Did you hear that?
I heard it. It didn't get my leg energy.
I told you.
This is a big smile.
Yeah, that's how you do a big smile. What about teeth?
Come on. I only have to hit up the long list. I'm saving it until we get to the furnace. I'm saving the hit up the lolly.
Yeah.
And over here.
Nearly. I can see light. You run towards the light.
I can't run.
Oh no, you're supposed to avoid going towards the light, aren't you?
Why?
Look at this.
I saw.
Oh, it's so big.
Let me see.
It's in there.
What is it?
Can you see?
What is it? I wanna see if it's alive.
If you maybe get something small,
Yeah.
are you gonna shine your torch?
Maybe that will make
Such
it
a
move.
big spider. Can you see it?
What type of spider is it?
I have no idea. Maybe someone in the comments can tell us.
You can't even see it in there.
Dad can.
You can't see it in there.
No, you could. I saw its butt.
I want to check if it's alive.
I can hear a fantail, and I think that's a bellbird.
Oh god.
Did it go into you?
Where's it gone?
Into its hole. Down.
Right?
Yeah.
Because this will probably be like, is that a tree?
I don't know if spiders can hear very well.
Well, the spider probably heard that, right?
They mostly go off vibration, don't they? What they can feel with their legs.
Okay.
So this actually goes to the Skyline Walkway, Dan. We should do the Skyline Walkway one day, just the whole way around.
Right.
This is the bribery we were talking about. Look, here comes the fantail again.
Okay.
Down. Dog goes, oh, I got that on video.
Dirty butt.
That's okay. At least your snakes stay clean.
Aaron's like, Are we going this way or
This way. I think it's the short way that I showed you. This is the longer way. Yeah, you can have a look at it on the video. It's in the tree over there. Excuse me, here.
Wait, can we have a break?
Oh, here it comes, here it comes.
We have a break?
It's right here. Okay, if we stay really quiet and listen, we might be able to hear some more. Last time it landed right by my face and yelled in my face. Okay, quiet and listen. You'll hear them rummaging at the top of the trees. And keep looking up. Not all the time. You see if you can spot any more. Well, this whole area before the settlers used to be Māori hunting grounds. That's where the name Otari comes from. It means place of snares. And then when the settlers came along, most of the older trees and big trees and bushlands were burned for farmland and cut down for wood. But Job Wilton, where the name comes from, he owned some of the farmland from 1860, and he created the first reserve in Otari Wilton, the Wilton Bush, which was 17 hectares, which he kept like not cut down and not burned. And this bush was turned into a sanctuary. All 100 acres was turned into the sanctuary in 1906. 1926 was when they created the, they started, what's his name, Leonard Cochrane, turned it into a plant reserve. Dan, Riley has a vine. We've still got to go down, so we've gone up and then we're going to go down. Is that a bellbird? There. It's a bellbird. See the little bird, the little green one? It's just over there, it's gone now. But I saw another one up the top, in front. There, did you see it? Bellbirds are very, they're very shy. We're turning right. Yeah. Above you, Aaron, above you. bush. Because there's lots of tuis and kakais around here. This is where I was walking when one landed by me. You keep an ear out. See if you can hear them.
I see one.
Where? Oh.
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
Just walk across.
So nice.
Here's the grace of a swan. Shh. Gotta listen out. I just love like the vines here. Such a nice walk. It's a Dewey. Can you see the Dewey? Not you. Yeah, he's looking. I love this bit. It's so nice. In front of us. They did start, they were the first place to start an active pest control, but I can't remember when. We're just going down to the bottom, Aaron. We're not far off the bottom. Can you hear that? What was that?
Okay, Aaron.
Bye, that's a big spider.
Say see you later.
See you later.
Say bye.
Bye.
Next time.